That's where I learned. Play with fire, you get burned. When the heat was on, I turned to trouble. Yeah, yeah, yeah. New Orleans, baby, the street called Eagle, and everybody's ill. Yeah, illegal. People still calls, we still people. We eat like dogs, but we still people. And even when you're lost, trouble still see you. And even if you're dead broke, we're still equal. One time for the little people. Eat your meal, let your meal eat you. Street runner be crazy with this one. And just the other day, my nigga Chris killed himself. I pray to God that I never feel the way he felt. Where do we go when there's no help? He figured him and so he went left. Y'all know that ain't right. Plus he was high as a plane on that same night. Should I probably been on that same flight? Should I probably had that same fight? I just kept swinging. 12 rounds coming, bells ringing. Introduced to the game when I was just a child. Mama knew a drug dealer straight with a job. They took his life and along with him I died. And she died. We died. Then came my daughter to my bedside. Told me, Daddy, don't cry, I'm alive. I look her in the eyes and see me with no sins. But this is how the note ends. I have walked chosen second over T1. You know, just kick it back. Still I look for brighter times. I can't call it. Run with trouble. You know. Yeah, the toy poke out the jeans. The coke smell just like a bunch of coffee beans. You know what I mean? And everything ain't what it seems. You know what I mean? Don't play that game without your team. Kill for my bread, kill for my cheese, kill for my cream. I will have that red bean, hot bean. Now I hear sirens. Wait, I think I see one behind me. I ain't tripping, baby, money got me. And fuck the police, fuck the feds too. I ain't jumping in that jumpsuit. I'm 1-2, I'm on 1-2. Check me out. I fuck around and check you. Respect due. Pay yours, nigga. Mine's under the seat by my feet. Pay yours, nigga. Too much horse liquor. Too much pressure. Too much force. Too much money. Never heard that before. Shit. And we stop snitches at the door. Cut the tail off the rat. He won't rat no more. That's right. Keep track. Fucking with my G's. Keep shooting till I burn my sleeve. Nigga, please. These boys is cheese. Representing New Orleans like a Florida leash. What you know about it? We more than thieves. Steal from the rich so the poor can eat. Niggas act up. Niggas act accordingly. Hey, soldier, don't war with me. You don't want it.
And with that being said, at the end of the day, everybody listening to this, in the future and now. If you come from that side and you know who I'm talking about, Brother Sanchez, if you know of who I'm talking about in my recent video, you shouldn't be lost at least of what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna give a brief, relapse as far as what I'm talking about for those who might be lost. Now, I'm on his channel right here. I'm pulling this up real quick. As you can see, he got 2 recent videos. Now, this is for the people, people love to play these games and stuff, and I don't have time for people's games. I'm not going to be up here all day. I'm not about to get them, or at least try not to get to yelling and stuff. For those people who were over there in his chat calling me pussy, calling me stuff out of my name, who won't even and have not even been over here for a split second. And I know people haven't because the views on my recent video have not went up. And that ain't what I was aiming for anyway, but of course it's common sense. One is gonna pay attention to that. At least even to see if the opposition has even been over here. You know, because that's what lets me know and helps me confirm that people who are defending this person, they're not even giving the other side, looking into the other side. And that's not even right within itself. Nobody, and that just shows that these individuals are people who are being led. They're not thinking for themselves. And we supposed to be spiritually woke and grown individuals and stuff like this. You know, this is what the community is, man. And this is what I be pointing out sometimes when I have to. And that's crazy. How people sit up here and act like they so woke. But this man even said within his video himself, he said and they can't even recognize when they are being led and trying to, he's steering the narrative and everything. This dude sat up here and said so much stuff that, nobody with their righteous mind should rock with. He gonna sit up here and 1 minute, see 1 minute back in the day when he got into it with Huey P or whoever he get into it, he moving in terms of convenience, man. He tell people on one end, don't choose sides whenever it comes to something. Don't choose sides, don't say nothing. So he want people to just at the end of the day, don't say nothing. If you cool with both people, then don't say nothing at the end of the day. Back in the when all the while, that ain't what he said. If you go back and if you could have, but looking at this punk right here, and yes, I said it, Sanchez. I don't care if you hear this or not. It's meant for you to hear it. I don't get on your panel because you see by now you would have been and cut me off. Hey, I didn't. Nah, bro. See, that's not what's finna happen, man. I'm not finna have that. That's what you love to do. You love to hit your little mute button. You love to see what you love is you love to have people come up there on that panel so that you can clown them and control them. You like to put on the show. You're there for entertainment. You like to, cut people off when you want to because you feel like they give you power. But it don't make you right. And I'm the wrong one for your motherfucking ass, just letting you know. And you know that. And how? Because I'm going to prove that. I've been proving it. I just proved it within a recent video. But your ass, man, you really moving pathetic now. Because guess what, man? It was somebody in that chat just recently in your recent video where you was just talking on that damn whatever that shit right, what it said right there, that podcast. You was just on there, right? And at the end of the day, you get on there, and it's somebody in your comment section. Mind you, I was the motherfucker in your comment section. I had to switch accounts and everything because your moderators were so, whichever one it was, chose to do it, or it could have been you. But it was a punk move. It was a weak move at the end of the day. They had to shut me up. They had to mute me. They couldn't take it. And I wasn't, I wasn't doing anything but responding to people who, and they didn't have anything to do with what me and you are talking, what I'm pointing out. And you saw my ass, Negro. And that's what I'm pointing out. That's why I just said what I just said, that I'm not the motherfucking one. I'm not like the rest of these folks. And I can see that. I got the eyes to see that, bro. I have the eyes to see that. And with me saying that, only, some, certain type of people will think a certain type of way and think that I'm saying that I'm better than people by saying that. Man, hey, I see indifference in people's actions. I'd be a fool to sit up and not say anything about it and point it out. Somebody said something to you in that chat is what I'm pointing out in this recent That Podcast video. And I can pull it up because I screenshot it. And you told them to then leave. You simply told them that in the chat. You said that to them. How come you ain't say that to me? You want to know why? Because just like you saw me in that chat and just like I said, at the end of the day, You know that I got your ass, and you know that at the end of the day, you know that I got facts to prove what I'm saying. You privated the videos where at the end of the day, you know you was wrong. You sit up here and talk about all of this information and stuff, acting like you so accurate with it. Negro, you just said in that podcast video as well that Mercury is not a planet, that it's the North Pole. Come on now, man. Mercury is an observable luminary within the sky. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. And furthermore, that was just observable with the conjunction. If you was up on that, and that had to do with this whole tetragrammaton thing, like I've been pointing out, which your ass has not. While you sitting up here talking about Mercury and what's not real of a planet. And I'm not here to play the word games. I don't want to hear it for the stupid low people who want to just, on the ground, thinking on that level and want to do words. Think, just because somebody said a certain word that, planet, plain net. Like I've been pointing out, planet is actually one of the words you don't want to do away with. Globe, if anything, is what you want to, that's what you're trying to stay away from. A glob, a planet, which is a plane enclosed in what? A net. What is the net? An electromagnetic torus field is what the net is supposed to be. Is that what? Well, that's literally what we saw. Okay, why do away with the word when it literally has that rooted etymology behind flat? What would be considered flat Earth? It's silly to do away with the word planet. So I don't want to play the word games. So when I say planet, I'm talking about what at the end of the day you can observe up there in the sky, and I can pull up everything that I need to. So if you want to go the ancient cosmology route and go to the Google route and go Google stuff and pull up sources and stuff just like this brother does, I do all of that, bro. I can do all of that. I sit up here and go straight from the heart, and I go from my own discoveries, and everything go based on what I'm doing, bro. So much shit got to do with what I'm pointing out, and Negroes hating on that, and niggas trying to deter around that. That's what the fuck. That's what he's trying to do. Him and others too. Now, what I needed to pull up, because I ain't really got it. I mean, I could, but I don't want this video to get the chopping up and slowing down and stuff like that. I could go to the video. I don't know the exact time. I didn't write the times down.
And you've over exercised your hands, your hands, they lose a certain amount of energy. They start to become brittle and tighten up, and they start to become tough. And this causes pain, this causes friction.
Now, what I'm getting at is I was going in the chat, and this nigga sat curled up in his damn chair and talking shit on the mic the whole time, and he cause he know what's up, bro. He sat up curled up just like that and smoking that pipe when he got pressured. And thank God he got some little minions, running for him that or himself that chose to.
All right. So
that chose to mute somebody when they was typing in the chat. And we talk about freedom of speech. Y'all silly ass dudes. You don't want to hear them facts. I ain't providing nothing but facts. Why is it hurting people's feelings at the end of the day if I'm providing facts? Like I say, a dislike on a video, it don't matter. It ain't gonna change nothing. A dick like I say, you're over here. What you over here for? And then the people who come over here and just subscribe over here just in the midst of negativity. I be providing straight information. It was a lady in the chat. I try to have respect for folks, but I ain't got no disrespect for her, so shout out to her. But Miss Sweet Place, she tried to, she wasn't saying nothing negative really, too much, but she was trying, and she said that she subscribed to me. Well, if you're subscribed to me, you're likely one of the people who possibly watches my videos after, because you don't be over here commenting and supporting my stuff. That's one thing for sure. So what's my point and reason in pointing that out? You were saying something to me in the chat about putting my stuff out there. Well, I'm already doing that. Furthermore, when I get on the panel, I'm already putting my stuff out there. It's people telling me to put my stuff out there, but I don't see them putting their stuff out there. You know, if they got anything to put out there. Okay? So it's people telling me, like her from the outside, what I should be doing when they're not even walking in these size 10 and a half or 11s. They might be 11s now. It's been a minute. But at the end of the day, you're not walking in my shoes. You know, you literally not walking in my shoes, and you try to and not supporting me over here, and then trying to tell me that, you know, just because you subscribe to somebody, it don't mean nothing, man. And a lot of y'all just subscribe and watch people just for the drama. You're not here for the organic information. But see, then as soon as I become a millionaire, when I've been telling y'all, dumbasses that who just don't fucking get it and can't submit to it, you know, everything I've been showing y'all, bro, is organic. You think a motherfucker like y'all's leader, because that's what y'all act like. If you can't get off this nigga dick enough to see that this nigga in the wrong, and ain't nobody calling the nigga out on it, he could sit up here and call somebody else out and say, then leave. That motherfucker ain't tell me that. And I wonder why. Because you know why? Because he know I'll go off on his punk ass. He know I'll reflect all of that energy that he been putting on other people, cock blast straight back in his ass, in his damn face, all in one. All of that shit that he done did to other people, you know, for the out of spite, just for attention, you know. And when you talk about clout, he's admitted that he loved to do that he do stuff for, you know, for the likes and stuff. That he get on, you know, it make him feel a certain, you know, he's admitted that. I tell y'all that at the end of the day, man, I'm here and I pressure y'all to, at the end of the day, like the video so that other people can be compelled to want to watch the video. Because just because something got views, that don't mean nothing. If you look at the like to you know, dislike ratio, and it's got the likes even match up with the ratio of the views, that's gonna compel people to want to watch it more. They're gonna be like, damn, this got this many thumbs up, people rocking with it. I know that because even me, that's just how anybody with common sense. We know you can buy likes and do all of that stuff. But when you're really working on something and doing something organic, and then other people can't even see where somebody really is coming up and really going behind everything that you even speaking of right at the moment. He just said that Mercury ain't a planet. Well, what was the ancients' first planets? Or what was it? What was their planets that they looked to? Let's go to whatever, Google, whatever y'all. Let me see real quick. All right. Now, what was I just saying? Because I forgot. I know what I was. Hold on. Yeah, what was I? Golly, man. I'm on it. I was making a point. Golly, man. Golly. Damn. It's gonna come back to me. It's gonna take a little minute. I don't care how long it takes. It's gonna come back to me because I ain't here for no reason. I don't know how I just forgot that, but I was going in a certain direction because I was about to look up something in reference to. There we go. Planets. What are the ancient planets? You know, okay. The 5 planets, Mercury. And this is what I'm telling y'all as well about the aspect of 4 and 5, man. What is we freaking living on? Okay, we's living on Earth. And what as well do y'all say that the ancient that the ancients say that the earth is, according to y'all's leader and what he says. Because everything that this dude say, of course, obviously y'all gonna support it. If he say y'all gonna be in the chat supporting him and telling people to subscribe and go to his Cash App and all of that shit every time that he go live. But you see me live right now, and you're gonna wait until after I hit the end button and come and that's what I'm saying. Y'all ignorant, bro. It's not me. I'm not the problem, bro. What are y'all providing when I'm providing? I'm really providing. All this dude is going up and he's actually spreading misinformation, and I can validly prove that. If we got in a debate, oh my gosh, if we got in a debate, professional debate, bro, I would squash this dude with what he's been bringing. He's been bringing facts, but it's been misconstrued facts within it, smothered all over it. Because how you gonna say you a symbologist? You the greatest symbologist in the world and number one symbologist in the world when you using the wrong freaking symbol to explain the tetragrammaton? That wasn't even the correct symbol, Mr. Number One Symbologist. Come on now. And I'm not even a number. I don't even claim that. That's what you see. That's why you shouldn't do stuff like that. Furthermore, as well, this dude has taken down the video, so I could not even be able to show the evidence, but to prove is everything that I need to show, as far as what he the full aspect of the conversation, with him, talking ignorant and everything, because he got that privated now. So at the end of the day, this dude is like I say, I got URLs. That's a lot of freaking space, that's a lot of video space. I got the storage, of everything with me. Whenever I'm doing my presentations with my discoveries and stuff like that, of course, I record that and everything, get that. That's important stuff. But just a simple debate or something like that, that's something, I'm not really. I look at it now and I'm like, of course, this dude, I was actually thinking to myself all the time, because he hadn't been going live over there. That's why I always go back every now and then to go check and see like what's up with his channel. Because he just added no. I realized the more that I went over there, he would start slowing down, and he would also be saying little slick stuff as well. This dude is jealous of me, man, and I don't care who don't fucking like it. If you don't have the eyes to see it, this dude is jealous of me, and he is competing secretively with me. It's a lot of shit that this dude get on this microphone and say that he be saying, but he really be reflecting it, and it need to be on himself. Look at this screen and look at the planets that's right here. Like I say, the Earth is supposed to be what? Flat. It says 5 planets, man. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, okay, were known to the ancients, okay? That's common damn sense. Now, if you count that, what happens? You end up with Mercury being number 1, which is what I'm pointing out. This dude said that Mercury is the North Pole. He becoming more like a preacher and just looking at the symbols, and just because the symbols look alike, he'll take something and say that this is this. He could take, I could take a butterfly and I could literally explain that and sync it with Shu, the god Shu. And somebody could do that once they catch onto the drift of what this guy's doing. It's taking he literally takes stuff that's simple symbols, symmetry at the end of the day. Anything, because symmetry is all the symmetry is when you can put a line straight down the center of something and create a fold, and it's mirroring on either side. If you can do that with something, you can link that up with anything that got symmetry, and it's technically based on the aspect that the flat earth said is said to have a pole in the middle of it. That's all that it is. It's just on the outside, when you zoom out as far as the cosmology, man, that's all that it is. Symmetry. That's in them Masonic vocabulary words as well too, man. A lot of this, cats just ain't even privy to, bro, and they sit up and act like they know it all and everything. And people rocking with that. It ain't about, gathering no certain amount of attention or nothing, man. It's just about the aspect of what's right and what's wrong. And somebody sit up and talk so much shit out, come out their mouth, and they ain't the king of it. If this dude sit up and talk about he wants to smoke, I'm gonna have to blast his ass about how he got the video private. You can't, I can't even. I would literally have this dude. I say, pull up, bro. We're gonna have that debate again about, since you're the debate king, or whatever he want to call himself, the number, undefeated in debates, or whatever you want to call himself. You know, Mr. One Step and take a mile in the air opposed to the ground. Let's have a debate in front of people. Because if you don't want to, and you want to say we already had it, well, where is it at? Because it ain't out there no more. And that's what I'm getting at. Why it ain't out there no more? Because your dumb ass was wrong. You came at the wrong one, bro. And see, the thing is, what you also said within that video, this recent one yesterday, what you said within that video, you said that I'll debate something even if I know it's right, just to debate. That means that you'll argue just to argue, bro. That's technically what that's stupid. You'll debate something just to debate it? That's a waste of dang on time, bro. That means you justifying the globalists who come up and waste your time and debate the flat earth, even though they might, in your eyes, according to what you say, if they know it's right, that mean that they right in doing that. That justifies them then. If the flat earth is so much the truth, they can debate it just to debate it. The truth is the truth. There ain't no debating behind it. Why you think I got my stuff lined up and there ain't nobody over here that can debate my stuff, including your ass? And matter of fact, replace that vocabulary word, especially your ass. That's real talk. You see right here, this says Mercury, which would be 1, Venus 2, Mars 3, or Earth 3, whichever one. Venus is supposed to, I think that's supposed to come after the Earth, something like that. I think it's Mercury and then it'll be Mars. But anyway, it'll be a flat Earth, so they get taken out of the lineup. And Jupiter would be number 4 and Saturn would be 5, is what I'm getting at. 4 and 5. That's why them numbers, and that's why they look like they look like. So when he was talking about Mercury, to give people the actual truth behind Mercury and what he was bringing up in its full context, the symbol of Mercury he was bringing up yesterday. Shoe. He was bringing this up yesterday, this picture. He was bringing this up yesterday. And then he was bringing up the symbol of Mercury. Well, he didn't bring this up, but this is it. And you can see the similarity. But as you can see, like I said, with a butterfly, horns, wings, something that's sticking up at an angle, anything, it's a lot of stuff that sticks up like at an angle. You got trees, you got a lamp, you got you got so much stuff. Within nature, when you got that much stuff, you get hard to even keep. Human beings even. It's symmetry, man. But anyway, to further elaborate on what I'm saying is with this Mercury thing. Now he's talking about the Tetragrammaton. The Tetragrammaton Tetra. This is the actual tetragrammaton symbol. You do not see a 7-point star archangel symbol pop up that Sanchez was using. Okay? This is a fact, man. It ain't no arguing with this. It ain't no debating with this. And every single symbol got the same exact information. It's a consistent information. There's no. That's why I say this. That's why this nigga would not debate me. And he knows that. And I think that. And the thing is, what I realize as well too. I'm not dumb, man. See, I'm not just dumb, and I'm not just some mouse who's just gonna bite bait and shit like that. I'm calling out this shit and I'm showing the truth because it's the truth. And I want people that, for the people who actually care if they don't know it, I'm proving that this cat got ill intent behind what he doing as far as regarding me. I'm sitting up here, why am I showing the truth and this dude is showing false information? And furthermore, why waste time? Why? That's what I be getting at. Why debate something that's right? He won't debate me because the nigga know I'm right and he know he wrong. He pulled up the wrong. He say he the number one symbologist. Well, number one symbologist in the world would know every. Furthermore, they'll had a terminology with some with all symbols on deck. They'll have it literally correct. They would know their terminology, titles for symbols, not getting mixed up. Number one symbologist, but you got yours mixed up or something because you ain't pull up the right symbol for the tetragrammaton. You used the 7-point star several times, so it wasn't no accident if you ask me. The Star of David, archangel symbol. This right here is the correct tetragrammaton, bro, and that's a fact. And what you see in the center of it is what you see: Mercury in the center. We're gonna go to a different one and see what we see. We see Mercury in the center. But just as well as you see Mercury in the center, what are the only other astrological symbols that you see on this? You see Jupiter up here at the top and Saturn down here at the bottom. Saturn down here at the bottom 2 times, Jupiter up here at the top 1 time in the center. This one right here, Jupiter up here at the top in the center, Saturn down here at the bottom 2 times. Mercury in the center. This is a consistent thing. This is and it's literally written on there, tetragrammaton. That was not on there. That was not the correct symbol. But number one symbologist is the number one. Come on, but don't nobody want to admit that. How many let's just let them slide on that. This is our leader. Y'all just like, everybody who rocking with that dude and can't just call this nigga out on his wrongs. Y'all is just like people who be going at that church. Y'all was at the damn church and then y'all just let this nigga replace. He was like, yeah, he like y'all pastor now. Y'all be fiending for this nigga to go live. When y'all ain't on, y'all be fiending for this nigga behind closed doors to go live. Why this nigga Sanchez ain't live? I want Sanchez to go live. Oh man, the day show would be going live better if Sanchez was live. Why you ain't producing nothing yourself? And then the people like myself who is producing something, you don't even freaking support. All you want to hear is him. And then all y'all do is call somebody else haters. No, you really just hate yourself because you realize subconsciously you ain't got nothing to provide. While you talk shit and try to demand somebody else to do this. You hate somebody because they don't do that. That's why I don't fuck with people. And then people wonder why I don't fuck with people, because I ain't got time for fakeness out of people. I ain't got time to give people chances that they likely don't even deserve with me, man. Women who don't deserve, my attention, my time of day, man. Playing games, they ain't got time for it. Like people on this earth act like sometimes act like you owe them some time. I'm doing what I got to do for you, but you don't appreciate that. So why the fuck am I going to talk to you or speak to you outside in other premises? This going back, actually, even in relevance, now that I think about it, to what something else that Your Sweet Place had said. You know, she was saying in reference to me not speaking. You know, in the chat and stuff like that. I don't have to be a talkative dude and get in chats and speak to people and do all of that chatting type of stuff. I don't have to do that. I'm already doing something outgoing for humanity as is. And if somebody don't love me and appreciate me for what I'm already doing, that just proves me enough about them. I get on this dude panel all the time, and I plenty of times, and I done showed information, and all he want to do now is try to make it look like I ain't ever gave nothing. Because what he do, he took the information down like a punk because he's jealous. He wished that he was me and doing what I'm doing because he ain't the number one in what he doing. He talk that shit because he want to feel like he the shit. But if he ever want to have a debate, like a real one, he gonna meet his maker that day. As far as maker of symbols, okay? Because I make the symbols, okay? It's one thing to debate the symbols and look at symbols and give your little, perception of the symbols, but I create them, bro. And it's one thing to create them just to make them, but the facts behind them, it's undebatable on my end. I mean, it's consistent, man. It ain't no 7-point tetragrammaton. Mercury is in the center. Yes, with the wings, like the dude was saying. The arms and everything like that. But it ain't, at the end of the day, Mercury is an actual planet. This dude is a silly guy. Like I just said, why the hell would the ancients have that? Is their lineup. Excuse my language as well. That's come on, dude. That's why I said in relation to a pastor, this dude literally say stuff when it's convenient. He'll literally say some stuff when it's convenient, and then on some other stream, he'll act like if it ain't convenient in that debate or whatever how he talking about it in that context, in that situation, it's a whole nother, I see the games, but at the end of the day, what I was saying is I look behind and under the clothes. I see the games. What's going on as well, I might not voice on it. I see shit from a mile away. That's what I was saying before I got off track. You know that it happened. At the end of the day, this cat right here ain't gonna have it with somebody thinking, and they realize how valuable my information is. They know there'll be a fool try to cross that line. They know what line they can't cross. So they know that the most they can do is try to do what they're doing. Keep on fueling situations to where they gotta feel like I gotta bring them up. I don't have to bring dude up over here. And when I do bring him up, I'm usually saying, actually Sanchez said this over there, so, and this is something that, that I want to congratulate dude on. It was right on what he's saying, and then link up with what I'm, the facts of what I'm showing my own stuff. I don't be over here just dogging dude, And here he is. He'll leave up the last recent video where he left up was with him and Huey P. So, I mean, he act like he got some type of huge problem with him. 1 minute. Like I'm saying, this nigga is bro. Okay. If you ain't putting no money in this nigga pockets or something like that, that's what his problem is. He mad because ain't no money. And that's why I say the dollar bill is just fuck up people's whole relationships, bro. That's what y'all don't get, bro. I'll fuck around and be richer than all of y'all in the snap of a finger, bro. Real damn talk. Dead or alive. And don't tell me dead don't matter, because my family would be greatly taken care of. It's crazy that I was thinking about taking care of a punk like this. He don't deserve nothing like that. Because he can't even admit when somebody got him wind up. He needs to step his damn game up, bro. Sitting up here talking about a messenger and all this. I'm showing where shit, I might be the messenger, but niggas just don't like that. They don't like that. They feel like you just being self-centered. They want to say, well, it's the collective. We're all the messengers, bro. It's only one sun up there. It's only one moon up there. Everybody on this earth got one fingerprint that's only unique to itself. Okay? It's a lot of uniqueness within this world, okay? So don't tell me where somebody it can't be no one with special, something. I ain't gonna say that it's no, it ain't saying that I gotta be it. A messenger, a disciple, something along those lines, anything, anything within that context. 144,000. Think about 4 and 5, where I've been. We ain't gonna even get into that, but that's right here in your face. Either way it go, you just can't escape it because it's a universal constant, like I brought up. That's one of his most recent views. And then the thing is, like, why would you take the video down? It shows that this dude ain't got, like I said, it reflects no good intent all around. And then the dude's so silly, he can't even say that he was just debating me then, just like he said then he was trying to damage control and say he'll debate something just to debate it. He can't say that he was doing that. He can't even say that because guess what? I had to cut dude off respectfully. I said, that's not facts, bro. That's all that I said. I didn't say nothing ignorant. I just said, that's not facts, bro. Because it was not facts. Literally, that nigga was saying, if you up in the sky and you take a step, one step in the sky, you'll travel a mile's distance or you'll travel at the end of the day for whatever farther distance up in the sky opposed to if you're on the ground. I said, this dude got to be out his daggone mind, and he called himself a flat earther. He done lost his mind. He lost his mind. And I proved it. I literally got on camera, and that's what anybody who needs to hear that and see that, for the people who was over there in his chat and talking shit over there and telling me to get on the panel, I don't have to get on somebody's panel who don't respect me. That dude who was on, when I was on there, that dude did not give me even half of the respect that he gave that woman that be on there. He don't give me even half of the respect that he give Tim when he be on there. But who then gave him, if you go back on the videos where I have been on there and I've been giving my information, bro, I ain't even lying to you. If you look at them videos, and he be talking about, I'm running a professional platform. I want people who come up here and bring in real content and my ratings and stuff and like that. That stuff all matter to me. Look at his ratings and stuff on videos where I've been on there. They all super duper good, bro. And that's a factual thing, bro. And when I was on his video, it was because he was acting ignorant over there on Flat Power. And when he got dislikes that was over there, it was probably because they saw how ignorant he was acting with me, because people did see that. He was acting ignorant. It was people literally who was agreeing with me, and he was saying, I don't see how people is agreeing with this, because you was dumb for thinking that. And you just think that you was right. You literally have no proof. And like I said, if that fool wanted to debate that, like literally, bro, we could do that, and I could prove dude and show that dude is a fool. Either way, I could. Either way, I got him wound up, and I got him. Either way it go. If he gonna run from it and not want to do the debate, I can show that this dude ain't got that. He got the video private. And if he want to do the debate, shit, I can show the whole proof and evidence up front, and he gonna have to apologize to me. And see, that's part of it. And what I'm getting at, he done got into it with all of these other cats. I can go down the list. He done got into it with Alkaline City. And he just did a video with him. He done got into it with Huey P. And he just did a video with him, kept this video up. He done got into it with Dreads. He act like he done met this dude and everything and probably ain't even shook his hand in real life. But shit, act like he know what color drawers he wearing. This nigga, cool with, he act like, but then when it come to me, it's a fucked up type of mannerism. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting at. Niggas is hating, literally hating, because they feel like, I'm threatening their whole position and type of shit, bro. You think I'm just gonna rock with shit? Just, if I say something wrong over here, like I say, I expect people to call me out on my wrongs if I say something wrong over here. If I provide some information that's wrong or false, show me where my stuff is wrong or false. And I literally sit up and say, and I bring up, and I'll sit up here. Can't nobody tell me I ain't got videos where I came up on here, cut my video, cut my cut my video on, and literally hit the record button and said, I'll sit here for hours and wait and see who want to come up here and debate my information. Anybody who talks shit behind my back, anybody who wants to debate it. Where have I lied with even one thing that I've said in my videos? Can't nobody do it. Ain't nobody did it yet. But they come back and listen after. Including you at the end of the day. So that's what I'm getting at, man. All of that clown stuff, bro. You can miss it with me. It's like, I'm telling you, bro, I'm beyond all of that. Like, the level that I'm on, and I'm not saying that because I know somebody will look at this, like, look at that right there, and that's what I'm getting at. It's about perception, bro. How do you perceive the symbol? Because at the end of the day, this dude is sitting up here and all of this. See, how I'm looking at this man is a lot of people is looking at him like the Messiah. At the end of the day, what one thing that he won't say as well? Sometimes you can be blinded by your own glory and everything. He won't sit up here in reference to himself. He'll sit up here and say it's about Donald Trump, all of these other folks, all of this other stuff. In the end of times, that the Messiah is going to be false messiahs. That the Bible says that. How come that excludes you? Because I just even admitted myself, like, I don't understand, man. Ain't nobody saying nothing to me. Don't nobody, can't nobody show where I'm or tell me that I'm lying on nothing. Or with the information I'll be proving and showing. But I said within, instead of me saying that I'm the Messiah, bro, I said, dang, am I the Antichrist or something? And I don't want to think of myself like that. That's a scary thought, bro. That's a messed up, a scary thought. But I'm seeing so much symbology coming back and showing me not to deal with no negativity, but positive, but just four visions, man. It ain't got to be this demonology stuff that, one can flip upside down and perceive their own way. Why is this dude giving so much negative aspect behind the symbology and everything? Give people the positive aspect of it. Golly, because, just, man. That's why I say he don't even get that he's projecting negativity by doing and explaining the stuff, how he's doing. He'll say that he's doing the real, but he ain't even got his information 100% correct. If he right, I'll let him know he right. If he say something dope, I'm gonna let him know he say something dope. But if he wrong, it's obviously I'm gonna let him know he wrong. He don't like that, and he'll sit up and claim he like it. He'll sit up and claim he open for smoke. Obviously, with everybody else, but your ass pussy when it come to me. And you want your folks to sit up in your chat and say who's pussy and call me out of my name and stuff, and they ass don't even got nothing that they didn't offer to your panel. They ain't even been up there and offer half a nip what I done did. They sit up there and say who hating on you, Negro. I ain't hating on you, bro. I done gave to your ass something the other people ain't, and you can say gave what? You ain't just because you ain't take it don't mean I didn't gave it to you. I gave you my time at the end of the day. I drew you and your mother, man. And if you died or if your mother died, that's a picture that would be left behind for either one of y'all. No money or anything could, ever, outdo that, because y'all generations ahead, a real portrait of somebody that's drawn, it's only under a statue that's made. So, a motherfucker can miss me when, any thought below it at, it's pure disrespect, period, to my art and what I stand for. A motherfucker thinking low of that. That's why I say, my art, it overstands all of that money stuff. Fuck all of that donation stuff, because you the same nigga who will sit up here and say, stop blaming the people for not being where you need to be and everything, to Umar Johnson and all of this nonsense. That's why I say talk shit about everybody else and say all of that stuff. But then as soon as your pocket's a little funny, you talking shit about everybody in your chat, chastising them, saying they ain't got love for them if they don't do this, if they don't donate that. Nigga, ain't nobody dumb and ain't nobody forgot none of that shit. You be sitting up there drinking that beer and feeling good and forgetting half of the shit your ass be saying or something. But I'm telling you what, I'm the wrong one, because I would get up there on that panel and straight up embarrass your ass if I have to. Right now, I'm feeling a little good, a little scroggy, if you notice. You know, I ain't talking about drinking or nothing. I'm just talking about, I'm just feeling a little, and I'm in chillax mode. Ain't nobody got, but when it really comes, like when I come up there, I don't be, if you know, and that's what he don't like. He want me to come up there and be out of character. He want me to come up there and look like a nigga. See, wherever I go, he realized at the end of the day, dang, this dude really doing it without me. He really ain't. I talked shit at this dude at one time. I talked nothing but pure shit about this dude, at this young cat at one time, and here this dude is doing it without me. You know, and then he might become better than me and do what better than what I'm doing. You know, so he fears me. His actions prove it. Actions speak louder than words. And I'm not out for this dude. I'm out for my own path. We was meant to work together. And he sit up here and talk about the ancestors, but you gonna have to pay for that, bro, because it was probably, all you doing is prolonging stuff. You being a blood clot to the whole system. When I say I'm talking about the system of restoration of a better earth, of a better direction, man. You being a blood clot. See, he was clicking on all of this other stuff. He was clicking on stuff like this. He brought this up. Why he didn't click on the real tetragrammaton when he was explaining the real thing and keep that up there and explain it? Because he had a 7-point star, all type of nonsense up there. Because he don't want that. Like I was saying, he know that at the end of the day, I would be in his chat and I would be saying, see what I'm saying, y'all? All of that stuff just happened. And he said, what? Mercury ain't a real planet? Well, what astrological alignment just happened along with Jupiter and Saturn? Because his ass was sitting up and going along with it and talking about Saturn and Jupiter in conjunction. He won't say that Saturn and Jupiter ain't no planets. His silly ass won't say that. So why would you say that about Mercury? Oh, silly dude. It don't make sense. You were just talking about Saturn and how it was, and everything with the L and everything with that picture up there and talking about and linking it with, with this, with Mercury in the same sacred geometry as that. You know what I mean? And how, you talk about Saturn in the North Pole. So you just said Mercury is the North Pole, and it ain't no planet. Everything is North Pole, huh? Man, everything got a North Pole. Damn, bro. Well, everything that's living has a pole. It has pole. Yeah, North Pole. You know what I'm trying. This dude is silly though, man. This dude is really silly. So I type in Mercury conjunction. This is what comes up. I typed in Mercury conjunction. So to everybody who was in his chat and was rocking with him, dropping flames and all of this shit, dropping bombs and stuff, y'all just like some bro. Like, what is wrong with y'all, bro? Y'all literally just support shit, honestly, bro. And ain't if you ain't do it, then the shoe don't fit you and they ain't talking to you. But god damn, like if them folks could hear me and see and hear what the fuck I'm saying, bro. God, bro, what is wrong with y'all, bro? Like y'all really don't understand how really pathetic y'all really be looking, bro. Like I'm being so but honest with y'all. I'm being so honest with y'all, bro. Y'all be really dropping bombs on shit that don't be no bombs. Yeah, they'll let you know y'all just be bored. And y'all just want to hear a nigga rambling off at the mouth. Long as it's getting y'all through your work day, it don't matter if the nigga telling the truth or not. That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all on that bullshit. And just cause somebody telling the truth like me, you ain't got no subscribers, you ain't got no views, so what you saying don't matter. Okay. That's all right. That's exactly why, yeah, what I'm saying don't matter and my views don't matter. But I look up at the sky and I can actually see stuff that's going on while your little ass just talking about me, and it's irrelevant. See, I got big stuff popping while other people is just talking. And it can be contrary to your belief. That's what's so amazing about it. Everything is as it's supposed to be for a reason. I don't rush nothing in life, man. Everything is how it's supposed to be for a reason. I let everything go at the flow, but I work my hardest no matter what. And sometimes, even when you work your hardest, God force you to slow down. If you got to, if you're moving too fast and you're getting too far ahead of where you're supposed to be. Because see, everything in life about even life and death, man, it's all about time and place. When people die, it's got a lot to do with their time and place that they was at. If you sometimes if a motherfucker would have just chose to stay at home, they would have not even died that day. That's real talk. Sometimes that's why it ain't even got to be with death. It's just that's just with the aspect of life. Anything that happens, every path that you cross, good or bad, is gonna be, like that. But it's all got to do with the grid, time and place, what you meet up with. So if Mercury ain't no real planet, going back to the information, if it ain't no real planet, then what the heck is this conjunction? I typed in conjunction just to see what will pop up. But this is actually the very picture that I was talking about. See, this is the triangulated effect, the picture that I was talking about, the Star of Bethlehem. This is the real Star of Bethlehem right here, the planetary trio. But he will not say that, and nobody else ain't pointing that out. But I'm just whining. I'm just talking for attention. That's what I'm saying. I'm the messenger, bro. And it don't matter that you want to know what's so amazing about it, bro, because y'all probably think, okay, y'all probably think y'all got me drained out, bro. Y'all probably think that you just getting your little 15 minutes of fame right now. Y'all just don't get it, bro. I'm way more than just words. I'm way more than just drawing and just some lead on a piece of paper. Y'all don't get it. It's way bigger than that, bro. I'm something amazing and it's something y'all ain't never seen before, bro. Something and I'm figuring out. But I'm telling you right now, because I know that ain't at my greatest potential. I know my power level is so low right now, bro. I ain't even charged up. And that's what I'm saying. Imagine me at my full potential, bro, at my crown. And that's why it's darn near scary. So I mean, and I get why niggas would be hating on that. Because I'm telling you right now, I ain't even trying hardly. I'm trying hard. That's why I say I'm in my root chakra. I'm on the ground. I'm literally on the ground grinding. Everything just about the ground and grinding. That's it right now. Not focusing on nothing else going on around. Just for right now. And yeah, it took a long time, but that's the whole point. I'd rather take the long time that I took right now and work on this project and be straight for the rest of my life than have to work for the rest of my life at a job like a lot of y'all gonna have to. That was and was talking shit about me at the same time too. But now who's on top? Been on top. You just thought you was on top because of materials. But see, materials don't make you a man. Money don't make you a man. It ain't even about being a man at the end of the day. Because that's just rhetoric that gets passed down. What is we really doing to better for the whole collective and really leave information behind? Because people just up here talking for their pockets right now. They not really trying to engrave nothing in stone. Because see, the real information is really valuable. If it's really valuable and it's necessary for the future, because it's always supposed to be about saving the future. That's why y'all asses ain't getting it. That's why my page is called The Great Pyramids of the Future on Instagram. So, and it's getting popping, man. So that's how it's supposed to be. And that's what's going down. I got a vision that y'all don't get. And what I was saying as well, somebody probably think they got me drained out and thinking it's just a 15 minutes of fame. Okay, the astrological alignment happened, it started. Okay, yeah, you got your symbols and stuff. It looked like 4 and 5. Okay, it's passed over, it's done. Okay, that's it. Well, what about this X that happens? Because, like I say, that's 4, 1, and 5 right there. The fourth and fifth planets, and then the first planet is Mercury. But this cat said it ain't no planet, like a clown. Now, when it literally was just a conjunction, this just happened in January. This happened in January this year. But ain't nobody talk about that. This was the star of Bethlehem. This is that star that you just, the tetragrammaton right there. It's got to do with that. The Salvatar Mundi. Like you see these stars right here? That's what I was saying with the Salvatar Mundi. Salvatore Mundi, I mean. So you see that in his hand. So what I had showed with my discovery, because Leonardo da Vinci had created this. What he has in his hand right here is an orb. And that orb right there, he's Jesus. Jesus, what is his tetragrammaton supposed to be? It's supposed to be the name of God, Yeshua, Yahweh, tetragrammaton, Jesus. Okay? So that's what I was saying. So that's what that's supposed to be, right? Okay, right. And that's what I was. And if you look at this X, this right here, look, that's an X being made right here. This stuff is all coded. That's what y'all don't get. And it'd be other people who be trying to decode this stuff. They be lit. That's why the stuff is worth so much. But y'all wouldn't get it. And y'all would just look at it like, oh, it's a white. See, that's what a surface level. And if you call a black person out who think like that, they'll say and think you're a coon and just say that you just, you ignorant and you mean and stuff like that just because you telling them the truth about how they act. You're a surface level thinking black person if you just look at this and think, oh, that's a white Jesus. It ain't no truth behind it can't be no truth behind it. You just surface level thinking in it. And that's exactly what I be getting at. You wouldn't get what somebody like me saying. Of course you would be lost to it. Just because you on some racist type of stuff, basically. You can't even get beyond skin color. Come on now. At the end of the day, when you tilt this 45 degrees, you see that orb that's in his hand, it goes back and looks just like what I had just showed. Now think about that and turn that 45 degrees. You see this right here? Same thing. And I even put it in the video. When I did the overlay on it, guess what? The geometry came out to be exactly alike. I mean, it wasn't even off by even a niche. So that's the Salvatore Moon, and that's what I was saying with that right there. I had to show that real quick because that was crazy when I had showed that. That was amazing. Turned at 45 degrees and it's on point. So in the X, as far as what I'm saying about them thinking that they got me drained out possibly, and that this is the only thing that's going on. Y'all not realizing I'm futuristic with it. I'm optimistic. Everything that I'm doing right now, man, it got to do with the future. Y'all just focusing on right now. I'm going back and forth with this dude right now about, shit and how this nigga treat me right now. All the while I'm drawing this, and while I'm drawing this, I got my mind projected into the future. While y'all sitting up here talking about time traveling, I didn't time travel. And y'all sitting up here thinking that I'm just talking. Y'all ain't amazed, but y'all think somebody just talking, bro. You need to be trying to look more into a nigga, if anything. A sister sitting up here telling me to put my stuff out there more. Well, what the heck is what is Sanchez doing? Sister, your sweet place. What is he doing? Putting his stuff out there, you would say, wouldn't you? By when he create his content, ain't he putting himself out there? Well, what am I doing on my end? Putting myself out there. Why is it any different? I guess it's more righteous just because he got more subscribers. That's that dumb shit. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Quit crowning niggas just because they got more subscribers, because it don't mean shit. That whole account started off with 0 subscribers, just like this one did and every other one. It's the people that made that account. Without the people going in there, if ain't nobody in there watching, if ain't nobody coming, the freaking channel is merely nothing. It's the people that makes the channel. That's why he's threatened by me, because he feel like I would be, possibly, able to deter people away from him by calling them out on this bullshit and proving his bullshit. But he do it to himself. He do it to himself. Period. Motherfucker, he do it to himself. I done told his ass, I'm the wrong one, bro. You double crossing ass to go back and private a video for what? You ain't even talk to me about it, number one. While you sit up and act like you so right about it, you sat up and disrespected me, and you think that it was, I in that video as well, because I don't want to act a certain type of way. I try to act very, very calm and not get carried out on these panels, because I have in the past, and I don't like to do that. And I feel like people be trying to pressure you to do that. People that be done change their life and stuff and trying to forward in life. I don't know why niggas be trying to, drag you into a certain mind frame and state of character and to act in a certain type of way for entertainment of their own selves. But they got me screwed up because what I'm doing, I realize how short life is. And what I'm creating is something that's going to it has to deal with the future, man, not just right now, while y'all just thinking about right now. Because everything going on right now got to do with me in a way. And they ain't just being just crazy. When y'all hear that just hurt y'all. It make y'all feel like, oh, I hate this nigga. He really, I'm talking about the astrological alignments. Because see, mind you, this dude, now he's saying that Mercury ain't no planet. He wasn't saying that. He didn't say that when them planets lined up. When all of them planets lined up, he didn't say that Mercury wasn't no planet then. What is a dumbass? When all of them planets lined up in 2017 and everybody was talking about, see, when everybody talking about it, when it's hot and it's going to get views, he going to talk about it. He going to give his depiction on it. It wasn't big and wasn't nobody talking about Saturn, Jupiter, and Mercury conjunction. But that really just goes to show how unwoke people really is, and that I gotta be one of the most special and woke people to really see. Because, dude, y'all sitting up here talking about the Star of Bethlehem, and you talking about the Tetragrammaton. You don't realize what freaking times we in if that just happened. If that just happened, and do your research and look into that then, fam. While you're sitting up here talking about so much stuff. And then you'll realize what I'm about to show you as far as this alignment, as far as 2045, because everything as far as the math ain't gonna be a repeat. It don't mean that Jesus gonna come back and he gonna be 33 and it's just gonna happen exactly how it happened. It don't mean that nothing gonna be exactly how it happened, bro. That's what I question. One of the big questions that I questions in the past too is, because I had a very productive, mind, man. Who's writing the Bible right now? You know what I mean? Because they say, who's who's recording everything that's happening right now, and would be what so said the record. That's just throwing that out there. But anyway, let me show you this real quick. Um, so these are the total solar eclipses of the future in USA, and I'm gonna show you the dates on it. This is a central solar eclipses of 2001 through 2050 CE. You can see that right there. So that's why I just said, so y'all can think that it's just the start. Okay, that's one thing. I'm from Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas. Now that conjunction is just one thing. I proved how the conjunction as well. It lined up with everything he was saying about Dante's Inferno and all of that stuff. I'm showing y'all I could be a great warning sign of the times that we in, instead of somebody else just just thinking that it's all about them and they're just going crazy and leaving out information, actually important information, key information. Because for us to talk so much stuff about the Bible and what ain't and what I think that we just need to slow down at the end of the day, bro, and not just say what it's certain stuff that it's common sense. It can't be. It don't add up. But we need to slow down and reobserve some stuff, man. I know darn well at this time in my life I am. Not even just reobserving, but digging, but really bringing more of a creator, a real guided aspect into it, bro. I don't have all of the answers, bro. It's a lot of this life. People wonder how I'm doing what I'm doing is because I'm being led, bro. It's me doing it, but at the same time, it's not me doing it, bro. And it's hard for me to explain that. This thing got on my nerves. Dumbass thing. Stupid ass thing on zoom out, man. Golly. Alright. Here's what I was trying to. Golly. What I was trying to show is the X that's made right here. It goes straight through Arkansas, which is where I'm from, man. This is right where I'm from, dude. 2045, these are when the solar eclipses come. What have y'all been hearing somebody talk about? So think about it. So right now, ain't nobody been talking about it. Damn, bro. But then as soon as 2045 or around that time come, guess what y'all gonna hear everybody talking about it? They're gonna be talking about 2045. Gonna be talking about, oh, it's a sign of the times. 2045 is a sign of the times. Look at the sky and this is happening. And then all of this DNA and technology, all of this stuff, people are gonna be saying something about that. They're gonna be saying something in, but then guess what? I'm gonna be that only person besides this other guy who was on YouTube named Brother Sanchez. I'm the only person who's been talking about that. Me and this dude is the only, like, bro. I'm being so honest with y'all, bro. Me and I don't know nobody else on besides. That's why I be around, and people wonder why I be around dudes. I'm not copying from this dude. Like literally, bro. Like Sanchez ain't got nothing. None of his stuff got to do with 45. My stuff is original. 45 degrees. My shit is named that, bro. So everything that I'm doing coming back to the numbers of 45. I'm letting y'all know that at the end of the day, this nigga is the only other person on the earth that I can even go on YouTube that's talking about this, bro. He's the only other person. So when at the end of the day, when in this YouTube algorithm in it, when they talk about messengers and stuff like that, when it do come to that time and people is talking about that stuff in 2045 or right circle that time, me and this dude is gonna be around the first. I mean, it's gonna be people's choice to, but look at me at the end of the day. That's what I'm saying. There's something weird going on here, man. You know, like the Bible even say stuff about false prophets. You know, everything that glitter ain't gold. Ain't belittling dude or nothing. But you know, just because somebody got more or something don't mean that, you know. I think that y'all really got some real deal thinking to do, bro. That's just being honest. This shit, if that don't say something to you, and if everything that I've been proving to y'all about 45 and ain't nobody else on earth ever been able to do it, ain't nobody did it. It ain't out there. And as special as it is and as much as it can bring one, somebody dumb for not doing it. So that's proof enough that it ain't happening. That's Arkansas, bro, 2045, and the other one is 2024. So yes, 4 years, or it's 2021 now. We got 3 years. So in 2024, and y'all gonna hear a little bit of my prophecy right now for 2022. I ain't gonna say prophecy, but I'm just gonna let y'all know what's on my heart and everything. Now, like I had told y'all, if y'all really look at what's going on right now, I had said before last time, I had said that in between March and May, it was actually when was that? When that stuff happened with Texas, it was at that time I was telling people, I said that now this is going on right now, and they was talking about renewing the electrical grid. I ain't heard no more about that. It's crazy that was going on, and that was planned. It's like, you know, a lot of people was pointing it out. They did that on purpose. Now, I said now it's gonna be something happening between March and May. Right on to it. Yes, it did. It happened right in between March and May, and I mean right in the middle as well, bro. What was it? The George Floyd stuff. It sparked right back up, like all of that same type of energy. It sparked right back up, and it wasn't no annual type of thing because the dude got killed in May, and it started right back up in like April, in the middle of April, which is what, right? That's perfectly right in the middle in between March and May. It's crazy. Like I literally said that, bro. But I ain't even make no videos on it. I was just like, you know, man, because I was literally letting time going on and pass and seeing, okay, well, it'll really stand out as well if it get quiet after, you know, all of this. And sure enough, I'm looking back, and it's been mildly quiet. I mean, that's if we look at a timeline so far for the year and talk about massive events that have happened, besides the stuff that's going on in Israel right now, Israel and Palestine, besides that stuff right there, that's the only other thing. And besides the other thing that happened with Texas, you know, the race riot, you know, and of course the pandemic that been going on, but that's the only other thing. You know, ain't nothing really else happened that's been out, you know, that's, you know, roared people up and nothing like that. At the end of the day, what I was saying is with 2022, that's where everything gonna hit us, bro. Everything right now is like the fire going up. Now, at the end of this year, it's gonna be some stuff. Really, like when people were saying stuff was gonna happen last year in 2021. I mean, 2020. You know, I ain't gonna say for sure, bro, but I feel at the end of this year, it's gonna be some. By the end of this year, it's gonna be some crazy stuff be going on and stuff, man. Real IDs and stuff like that. That stuff is being brought in as well around that time. Supposedly, they said. Um, and then, as what I'm saying is 2022. 222 is the numerology right there. In the past, I talked about how, as far as me, what I've come to realize is that two is the number of change. Anytime you look at history or look at the number two in the instance that it's used with, you got to deal with change or something. If it's no matter if it's changing locations, uh, changing a state of consciousness, you know, changing anything, you know, it's got to deal with change, good or bad change. You know, it's got to deal with change. And you know, next year is going to be a lot of change to come. You're going to see a lot of change come with the rap game. It's going to be a big polar shift happen, like with the rap game. It's going to be a lot because due to such tragic events happening, you know, that's why you don't hear it. You know, I mean, you hear the rapping, but the energy just ain't the same on the planet no more. And I think it's only certain people who is woken up to feel that the energy just it's real. The word I use is stale. It's really stale. Like the earth just feels stale. Something it just ain't like it used to be. You know, it's like some type of cord been cut. What cord I don't know, but next year is like a you know people gonna if all goes greatly, you know, as far as the rap game, because it ain't gonna be too much about money like that no more. You know, well, rap has always been about money, but you know, for them, you know, but what I'm saying is, you know, due to such tragic events and when the money system changes over to predominantly Bitcoin, it ain't too much about cash like that no more. And when all of these tragic events going on, what I'm saying is the change that happened with the rap game is a polar shift of being more positive music than people ever heard of before. Because I've been questioning to myself, like, man, you know, it's time for rap to have a new genre, you know, or you know, not not rap to have a new genre, but black or just a new genre of music to be created. Period. But I think that instead of a new genre, it's going to be more of a style or vibe of you know how you had these different points in rap like gangster rap, trap rap, you know, all this different stuff is going to be a different, not even conscious way, like yeah, like a new conscious way, but it ain't gonna be that same type of feel, bro. You know, the beats ain't gonna be the same. Is what I'm getting at. It's gonna be a new culture, and what this gonna do is it's gonna bring in an actual culture for Black people. It ain't gonna be no more, you know. It's gonna be. I ain't gonna say what ain't gonna be no more. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a slow continuation and a gradual realization of us creating our own culture and everything. Us coming to the reality of creating our own stuff and not being consumers and buying everything. We got the power to make anything that we desire. You know, being creative. You know, so that's what I try to do. And when you look at this right here, man, I mean, this just goes to show even more of what I'm saying as far as me being a messenger. If right now what's going on in the world ain't enough, we got this right here, dude. That's an X right there. So think about the Salvator Mundi. Uh, and at the end of the day, um, the star of Bethlehem slash the Great Conjunction happens every 20 years. So in 20 more years, that star of Bethlehem slash the Great Conjunction should happen again. At least that's what I read. And that's what they say. So, um, and then another 20 years from that, you know. So as far as 20 and 20, you know. So that's crazy, man. I mean, that makes an X. 2024 is gonna go right through Texas up here, and go up through Arkansas, and then It makes his next. It makes the final lash in August of on August 12th of 2045. Straight through Arkansas again. Makes an X, marks the spot. Just like 45 degrees. Just like my. Can't nobody tell me I'm lying, man. And you know, I look at that as well as a sign from the sky as well with this whole pyramid. I'm the only person on earth that's saying it, while other people saying what we can't do, it's gonna get done, bro. It's gonna get done. Y'all sit up here thinking what can't be done and all of this stuff. Look at all of this stone stuff that you see them still building to this day. All it takes is somebody with some common sense and to call these call the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, out on their stuff. You know, I know that people will say that that's bold, for even saying that, but I ain't saying call them out like people saying. I'm saying, just let them know, hey man, ain't nobody dumb to that shit no more. Nobody's dumb, and they ain't, it's it's not too hard to figure out how you can build a pyramid. Once you know the technology, the secrets with the technology and stuff that's been hidden. You know. And I ain't saying that it's hard, that it's not hard. I'm not saying that it is not hard to build a pyramid, because just because the technology make it easier don't mean that it's an easy job. That stuff look easy, bro, but it ain't as easy as people make it, bro. Like real talk. That's it. You gotta respect that. Real talk. But this right here, people probably thinking this dude trying to look at himself like a king and all of this type of stuff and have his stuff left, bro. People can look at it how they want to. I'm doing this and leaving this knowledge behind, bro. That's what y'all don't get. Think about it. What did I freaking say? 4.5 years. I said 4.5 is a universal constant, okay? It's a universal constant. Guess where else they say universal constant? A lot of people don't even know what a universal constant is. Okay. But at the end of the day, universal constants are found all throughout, guess what? The Great Pyramid. So what these ancients was doing, they was leaving behind. This is the only way that you could leave behind mathematical messages and everything. It's through the measurements. Angles and stuff like that. That's a language, literally. And that's just a language that I'm simply picking up on, man. I literally pick up on that language. And I can comprehend it. And what I'm getting at is that's how I know, and I'm very factual behind what I'm saying, man. It's gonna get built. Once it's built here, I'm not doing this just to be a king or nothing like that, man. It's about leaving, but that's how I'm leaving behind the truth. Cause see, it's one thing, people probably just think that I'm gonna be drained out. Cause hey, I mean, what happens once water hits the land, or something like that, in the future when I've drawn something that's this huge drawing that I'm doing. I know that this water, it ain't gonna last forever. I know that. I know the drawing ain't gonna be around for unless it's super duper for. I ain't gonna say forever, but it's gonna have to be really protected. And that's why I'm working with the correct people behind the scenes, and everything that I need to be working with. That's gonna help. That's helping me with this, literally, in real time, so that this is taken care of, because this is valuable information, bro. Nobody's ever known, and and they ain't even been able to grasp the full aspect of it, let alone the creator himself, me, because I ain't done and seen the full thing put together 100% yet, and this is just 1/4 of it. So I mean. And I'm thinking about not even doing the other three. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and just stop it at this one. I can always do the other three in the future and everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop at this one and go ahead and just get my stuff, because I'm already right there at it. Like literally, I'm already right there at it. You know, it ain't like I said, it wasn't nothing to finish the bottom if I did the top. So I'm right there at it. And yeah, man, you know, as far as the paper that can be destroyed one day, but that's how I combat that. If I put it in stone, the only thing that could mess that up is an earthquake. Well, my ancient ancestors had knowledge on, how to make these. That's look at the pyramids; they stood the test of earthquakes and stuff like that. Stone can do that, especially if you know how to use it. If you know information about angles and stuff like that. Certain angles, can keep a certain sturdy energy and power, more than others. And hey, at the end of the day, that's what's going to be going on here. Once we long gone from here, what's going to be ignited here. If black people ever do have a culture, I'm telling you right now, it's going to have to deal with something that, if exactly what I'm talking about and what I'm starting. When if we ever do, if we ever have a real culture, and it's going to be anything that's real based or truth based, 100% truth is going to start off with what I'm talking about. It ain't going to be anything outside of it. Because it ain't going to be no money. It ain't going to, I'm telling you right now, money would be able to be brought from it. But it ain't going to be no dollar bill with no white man on it. It ain't going to be no Bitcoin. When I talk about us really having a culture and leaving behind information and truth that's going to be valuable, because think about this, y'all sitting up here talking about an electromagnetic grid of the earth and everything. Y'all talking not, or the ley lines, I mean to say, and y'all not using the correct ones. Y'all didn't realize that that's just a theory. Those ley lines that they give are called a theory of ley lines. That's why they don't have a consistent map of them. It's a matter of fact, that's one thing y'all got to realize, that they don't even have a consistent map of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, all of y'all be debating maps and stuff. What would make y'all think they got consistent ley lines? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying, once you get the consistent ley lines, you have to get the consistent layout of the earth. Okay, that's the key secret that don't give. Y'all gotta realize that y'all wouldn't realize the intelligence on land. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. Look, because if you look at the ley lines, they was wrapped. They have to be wrapped around the earth, and they have to do all of the math and everything had to be configured to a ball. Literally, it was based on a ball. And if you don't have the correct map in the first place of the earth, how you gonna have the correct ley lines? Duh. And then it goes the other way. If you can find the correct ley lines, it's going to automatically give you the shape of the earth. You get me? That's what I'm saying. If you can find the correct ley lines, it's going to give you the correct shape of the earth by default. It's just like, if you take a fish net and you trace it over a woman's ass, every single one of them going to be, on a woman, but it's going to be its own geometry. Because I can literally look at a woman's ass and identify a woman by her ass, just like a face. That's the type of person. I'm just being real. I can look at a woman's ass and identify her by her ass, literally, by the geometry of her ass, literally. And what I'm getting at is that fish net over the geometry of something, anything in life is just like the net that I'm talking about being wrapped around the earth. This is a network. That's why I told y'all what I'm drawing out looks like a network, because it is a network, and that's what the ancients knew as well with the Nazca lines. I'm the first person to pick up on the stuff that I'm picking up on, man. So when other people say that they're the number one at this, like I said, but the number one symbologist wouldn't be using the number one wrong freaking symbol in the first place. So I think he needs to just retreat a little bit and denounce his little self from that throne for a little while with that. Cause I don't want the throne. I don't care about that throne, but you need to chill out, man. That's the only way that you're gonna really grow, man. And people wonder why they don't get the old Sanchez. Why does he keep on doing this? Why does he keep on talking about other people? Like literally, people ask this dude that. Well, it's because the dude ain't got nothing new to offer, and that's why he hate on the person that got something new to offer because he looking at it like, here I am putting in all of this work and everything. He probably questioning himself like, why did this dude get given this thought? He probably questioned the creator and everything. You know, like why this dude get given this? And here I am. I've been putting in this work with the flat Earth and everything for all of this time, and this dude come and do this. He probably thinks to himself, without him, I wouldn't have figured out what I figured out. He don't realize that all of us cross paths for a reason. So I be trying to tell these ducks who try to come over here and act like they knew what I knew. They ain't knew shit that I knew. Ain't nobody drew out what I drew out and explained it or did nothing like I've done it. You know, at the end of the day, but I'm trying to explain to them ducks that at the end of the day, we cross paths for a reason. And that's factual. Your purpose, I might be able to help you with your purpose. As well, somebody might be able to transverse help me with mine. That's how I think. But people think that I be coming around. I don't know what this guy Sanchez on his end, because obviously he thinks otherwise. Contrary to that, you know, based on his actions. He's a jealous fool. That's what he is. He wishes he was me, and because he know that if he realizes, think about it, man. If Sanchez would, bro, think about it. Do you know how many people have said that Sanchez is the Messiah, bro? People have said that Sanchez is the Messiah. Not just one, several people. They crown him with that. Imagine if this dude came out and he was talking about the 2000, talking about 45, 4.5, and he made the discovery, and he was doing what I'm doing, and he was able to provide everything everything that's on my channel. Because without 45 degrees, guess what? Right now, my channel would still have I'd be talking about the stuff with the Monday morning video or doing my drawing, just 100% going full blast on my drawing is what I would be doing. I'll be broadcasting my drawing because it ain't that I'm talentless without the 4.5. I've been had a talent, but I would be broadcasting that because I wasn't doing that before. But what I'm saying and pointing out is, imagine if this man had that. That's why he act like he act, bro. And I'm pointing out something so important is because everybody's saying that he the Messiah, but it's really letting him, because he probably feel like that too. He said it in the past, man. That's what he done said it about, you know, with him being gang stalked and stuff like that. You know? Craziness. I'm telling you right now, man. Man. This dude. If he could talk about 4.5, he talking about 2045. You know how many people we would be saying, Sanchez, you got to be some type of Messiah, bro. You sitting up here talking. Look, Sanchez, the symbols, the 4.5, 45 degrees, all of this different stuff that you done did, bro. You know, and they sit up here and tell this man, you be putting in work, bro. You be putting in them hours, bro. You be up on here working. You be putting in hours. He ain't the only one. You know, that's what I'm saying. These people be starstruck, bro. You know, what we really need to be doing is spreading the love everywhere. People want to focus on one person. And then when somebody calling something out about that, they'll look at the other people the person saying something about it like, you just need to shut up. You just hate. No, bro, this is why the world is fucked up. And we complain about it. We turn around and complain about it like bitches. When we create our own detriment from focusing energy on one person who, 9 times out of 10, he don't even deserve the energy in the first place. He don't respect you when you don't donate no money to him. And he want to be the only person with some knowledge. He's very selfish. He acts like a child in a lot of ways. we all got childish ways within us to a degree. Some people, just ditch their whole child energy and everything, and I get that, but I respect people who stay connected to their child, childhood and everything, energy. But he act like a child in a lot of ways, man. With this whole him thinking he can do something to other people and project certain stuff and certain energy on other people, but then once you turn around and do it to him, you wrong. He told people that they can't comment somewhere else, and you can't say nothing about him. If you cool with both people, then don't say nothing at all. Well, he wasn't saying that one other time. You know, when he into it with somebody else, and he actually need the other person to be blessed, and he needs support to be shown to him, and he wanted to be known that he right. He'll tell other people to go in on that person, and if they supposed to just let the person who wrong know that they wrong. If you're on the outside, and be real, niggas switch up stuff, bro. It don't make sense, and that ain't real. It's all in, the ley lines of the earth. Hold on. See, the ley lines of the earth is based on a certain shape. I think it's called a octet. No, not an octet. A man, I don't even know how to pronounce that one. A dodecahedron or something like that. I can't remember, but it's got to deal with the 10, because what it is essentially is a 5-point star, and a you know kind of double. It's kind of weird, but it's if you kind of see the inverted, kind of the pentagram, the Baphomet head type of thing that he was talking about. Now, if you look at this right here, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, that's not near as many lines as this other one. You know, look at this one. Like, what's this all about? In this one, see, some just don't make sense with it. That's way more lines than it was. That one stopped right there, right near over here with a tail that. That one do too. You see, this one don't. Besides right there, yeah, it ain't a real node though. Of course, well, that's easy to keep consistent because that's on a certain line of latitude or longitude. I mean, so of course, but yeah, at the end of the day, if the globe ain't real, then the ley lines at the end of the day got to change. That's what people ain't thinking about. And the people who's argumentative of a flat Earth and everything, is supportive of a flat Earth, they be arguing with globe ley lines. That's what they don't realize. So flat Earth is whenever they talk about ley lines, first you got to at least have some type of flat Earth ley line map created, and we ain't got one yet. That's factual. And if you look at the actual flat Earth map, you can't say that that's the ley lines, the grid that's on there, because that ain't even right. As far as the ley lines of the Earth, that's just a grid, man. That's not the same thing. And that really, with that grid, that's another thing. I'm gonna talk about that in the future sometime. I ain't gonna do it today. That flat Earth map. But yeah, that's an important thing. Whenever flat earthers talk about ley lines, they have to realize you are using a globe earthers argument, and if not argument, There's only a depiction of. There's no factual proof of flat Earth ley lines. A map for it. They do have a globe one though, so we need to create one for a flat Earth. A fact based one though. And where do you have any facts that you can go from? I ain't seen nobody do nothing yet, but I have done on my end. That's what I'm saying. The people be hating that you done did all of this work by yourself. Like niggas are literally hated. Like instead of niggas being amazed by you, man, and saying that and respecting the fact that dang, dude, you was willing to do all of this work by yourself. You deserve some hella respect, bro. What the fuck? That's why I say, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? And Sanchez, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, something seriously got to be wrong with your head, bro. It's one thing to be intelligent, man, but something got to be wrong with you, man. Real talk, you got some real hating ways in you. And I pick up on it. I'm just gonna let you know. I don't care who don't like it. Yeah, man, ain't no reason for me to say that Negro. If he do go live talking about something about some smoke or something, you best believe that I'm gonna go ahead and you know, go live. I mean, jump on there and you know, point dude out on the stuff, man. I'm gonna have to. If he go live talking about he this and that, big up in himself, man, being big headed, I'm gonna have a conversation with him. And just deal with it, man. At this point, it's crazy. Move on. Period. This shit crazy. Shit crazy, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. I'm gonna let y'all go. Appreciate y'all coming through. Until next time.